Good day, my beloved people of Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia. Today, na number 3 day for the month of October 2024. When Almighty God don't bless me, una own brother, big katika for the side with the gift of life. As He bless una for that side to so way, una to watch me. Una know one normal tradition, we will always remind everybody for house, say when you chook skin, na for belly or man, say big katika don't show head, make umash fire ahead. You will just come across our platform for your very first time for this our backup YouTube channel when a Deja TV News Live. Do us a favor and also do yourself a favor so that you will get updates now back to back by subscribing. And if you never yet follow me for Facebook or TikTok or for any other platform, even for X platform, do so immediately so that you will get updates now back to back. Pulas kalekwet to lead no go jump. Talk as I talk. No fear. Big katika the entam brakata. Before we enter brakata, make we remind La Republic on something we it be very, very important when I used to keep them for the position we the day today. Yes. Way to keep La Republic de Cameroon for the position we did today now because La Republic de Cameroon they still live in the past. Talk as I talk, no fear. La Republic de Cameroon they still live in the past. And until they go wake up from their slumber, until they go wake up from their sleep, they face reality. They start focus on the future. They start focus on the present until they go wake up from their slumber, until they go wake up from their sleep. They start focus on the present. There is no light in the future of Cameroon. Talk as I talk, no fear. Until they start acknowledge the present, the future of their so-called the Republic of Cameroon na darkness. As with the chakaram brakata di go, una go understand which way me bikatika mean by which way it talk. So we go trade 21 gun salute for all of our brave defense forces for ground zero, where they do their possible best for prove them for La Republique de Cameroon beyond all reasonable doubt, say Ambazonian come to stay. And no matter how they threaten for intimidate we, torture we stand on our course. I go stand here without bending words for inform the world, say, this celebration for this October 1st, 2024, don't prove and beyond all reasonable doubt, say, Southern Cameroonians cannot be conquered. Southern Cameroon cannot be conquered. One of my brothers sent me a message, say, Bikatika, this is one of the best 1st October celebration we don't ever witness. Yes, I hear their enablers, some of them, their propaganda bloggers, they talk how Ambazonians they go force people make them come match. But at the end, many people they testify say they went home satisfied after drinking about 4 bottles of beer. So people they ask the question, so they be forced then to for drink beer. Well, that is not our focus point of discussion because we they expect propagandas like this. We know say stories like this one go come up. But many people go further for ask questions, say, where were the military when they claimed today, say they forced these people, made them go march? Because all of us see the jubilation, the excitement, the happiness of the people, the demonstration even from our students. I mean Southern Cameroon students, where Southern Cameroon institutions, they don't establish their educational system for their various territory. We see as the students, they demonstrate. So, they be ask questions, say, when they say they forced these people, where were you when they was forcing these people to carry on these activities? That means say una no na only for harass people for kale. No, una di come na only when una waka harass people for kale, carry them go detain them for una dungeons, una extort money from them. But when it comes to protect the people, their rights, una the claim say they force the people them, they not do the things according to their will. Una mean say Southern Cameroonians they violate the people their rights by forcing them make they go march. Where were you to defend the people? So if they make this kind of claim, obviously they tell the world say Southern Cameroon get territories where they control. That is just the bottom line. So when we see some of these, they are propagandists, that they can make some of this kind of claim. They don't know say that instead tie La Republic with rope the more. Because if you make this kind of claim, say they can't force these people for march, you actually tell the world say the people where they can't force these people for march, they get total authority over that territory, over the military, over the population. So how now you go claim say Ambazonia na Facebook country? How you go claim say Ambazonia need to control territory where they don't move videos for territories where we now see people they march fee free? We also throw a 21 gun salute for our people for Boyawe. They respect their national day by sitting in the house and for send a clear message to the world, to UN to be precise. Say, we will still be aware of our children the way they can make their kale gather them, go lock them. For say may this thing not continue, we need to respect the rights of the people of Southern Cameroon so that they can get a free place where they can call and say home, so that La Republic de Cameroon talks in the name of military. They no go harass our people for kale and whatsoever, carry them, go lock them. So they should for house to celebrate their 1st October and also to send a strong message. Likewise, Bamenda do same and some parts of Kumba do same, they will be locked up. While in other areas where were soldiers and our defense forces, they get authority, they carry on the celebration successfully. It was a success. It was indeed a celebration to write home about. We say kudos to all of our defense soldiers, defense forces. Not forgetting diasporas like South African diaspora, they take part also, and every other diaspora they take part for make this our National Day celebration when 1st October become a success. We say it is a success because we don't send a claim message to international community. Say their propaganda way that they claim say they don't wipe all Ambazonians is just a fiction. Now in their imagination, because when I see our soldiers, they pull up in their numbers in different counties. The ideology way that they push them, say no, the people need to support their struggle. Now in their brain, because they see them all beyond reasonable doubt how the children, the population, our elders were jubilating, celebrating their freedom. So, we'll go back to why we see there on the mode of celebration. We'll not go share the videos because we don't share them for WhatsApp, we don't share them for a WhatsApp channel, we don't share them for Facebook channel, we don't share them for X platform because we float all X platform, we float YouTube onto YouTube TV so we don't overpost. We float Facebook and many other platforms so that the world cannot give blind eyes to this. So if puppets boy Philemon Young with Atanganji the Banga man, they go further, they go there and say they don't crush Ambazonia, not only in their dreams. Ambazonian they still there on their feet, and we are not giving up until our state is restored. Our stolen state is restored. Talking about our stolen state be restored, why we begin our presentation by telling La Republique de Cameroon that they still live in the past. We go play a video, then we analyze the video so that we go understand why we broke the Mbrakata di go. We now listen to Puppet Boy Pia.
History has not forgotten that Buea was the headquarters of West Cameroon. History has not forgotten that Buea was the capital of Southern Cameroon. And history has not forgotten that Buea was once the capital of German Cameroon. That is why I say that Buea is a historic town. I am proud, very proud to be in Buea, proud to walk on the same soil like our heroes.
Now, Puppet Boy Bia that when he became Boya, for can celebrate their fake reunification. He be make that statement, say history has not forgotten that Boya was once the capital of German Cameroon, and this same Boya was once the capital of Southern Cameroons, and this same Buea was once the capital of West Cameroon. When I see way Puppet Bia talk, I want to take them back to some of these people where they talk. So we were one under Germans. I want to make una follow Puppet Boy Bia his statement very well. He begin by saying we were one under German Cameroon. The era of German Cameroon passed. We became the era of Southern Cameroons, where we still be under British Trust territory. After we come out under British Trust territory, we became the West Cameroon, which was the last phase of Buea. Where is West Cameroon today? Now the question that we still need to answer. I bring this video now for remind a person like Maurice Kamto and some lunatics where the talk so we were one under German. Made a year from their president, he tell them say the era of German be past. The era of Southern Cameroons come where the capital be still in Buea. Mr. German Cameroon be don't go. We come to the era of Southern Cameroons where they trustship territory under Great Britain. That era passed. We come now to the era of the West Cameroon, where Southern Cameroon give up its identity, become the West Cameroon. The Republic of Cameroon give up its identity, become the East Cameroon. So during that period, that was 1961. As from 1st October 1961, this area was called the capital of West Cameroon, when a former Southern Cameroon be give up its identity, become the West Cameroon. Now, moving forward to 1972, where they can abolish the West Cameroon. Buea cease for exist. But Yaoundé, when their capital, no cease for exist. Una dey understand? Una want abolish the Federal Republic of Cameroon, make the West Cameroon no exist. Una no abolish una own capital, una maintain una capital, una abolish our own capital. Okay, una want abolish West Cameroon, una no choose a new capital for unify the country. No, una still maintain una capital, una maintain una name, una former name una use and gain independent. Una go maintain the name. Then una say me Southern Cameroon no maintain the name. We are coming. We will elaborate. We will still go far. No hurry for this video because we go bring una video where Iranian president address and for Puppet Boy Diongute and United Nations in general. We go bring her for una. So we move now from that era. We come to the era where they claim, they forcefully claim the reunification of Cameroon, going back to their name of independence, when the Republic of Cameroon, they use again independent, maintaining their capital and maintaining their flag. Not forgotten, maintaining their capital and maintaining their flag. Where is that West Cameroon which Bia was talking about when it came for us celebrate the reunification of Buea? Where is West Cameroon in the scene? This is the bottom line of all the problem we have today in Cameroon. We go understand from Iranian president his speech. We go address him for Puppet Boy Philemon Yang. We go address. So going back to those lunatics, because we take our time for educate. So because education na power, knowledge na power. That's why we take our time for educate. Going back to those lunatics, where even though their president don't tell them say German era be don't pass, it become the era of Southern Cameroon before it become the era of West Cameroon. They still go back for German. Like Maurice Kamto need to continuously educate because head them like that one way tight like caramel. We need to continuously educate them before water go enter, before something go enter the head. Going back to German era, if we want to go back to German era, then make we go back to British era because British came before German. Not forgetting that if they tell we back now, say we go back to German era, so we be one under German. That means a capital for that Cameroon supposed to be in Buea. Period, because Buea was the capital of German Cameroon. And Buea be the first capital for the whole of that Cameroon if they were generalize them, because the German way that the drag we go back, the capital be in Buea. So where is Buea in the scene? They will give you all kind of reasons for move the capital, but then they take you go back to German Cameroon, so we were one under German. Where is the capital of German Cameroon? They no go tell you. But just to remind some of those lunatics where they go back for German, say, may they not forget. Say if there is somebody where he get for make an attempt for assimilate the order, it's supposed to be in a Southern Cameroon, English Cameroon. Why? Because the first people where they come like one of the one of the cultural group, because we get two cultural group. We have the French culture and we have the British culture. So the first cultural group when they involved in this conflict today for Cameroon, we now understand. We know say Portuguese they don't first come, Carthaginians they don't first come, but we talk on the two colonial authorities where they put their culture on us when they bring this problem for Cameroon today. We cement now on them. So we talk say among these two cultural groups where they fight, I mean the Southern Cameroons and the La République du Cameroon, who will be the first person to step his feet on Cameroon and establish institution? It was Britain. So if there is some language where they want over consider them for Cameroons, it's supposed to be in an English language, because the British Africa land for the coast of Bimbia, where they called that place for that time say Ambas Bay, for 1844. Oh, you are here, yeah, fine. 1884. Before the Germans that come now for 1884. Check from 1844 to 1884. Check that time gap where British have already come. So obviously, if they want to claim people the way they claim that Cameroon as they tell our brother for Yaoundé, they say they be Nigeria where they come for take their country. Actually, in our country now, we are the fight for claim our country, because we the English people, we the people with the British culture, will be already first they control this Cameroon before una one come, because wait till una call and today say Bonaberry be then a part of British Cameroon when British be first land. Africa be first land for 1844. He established right for Bonaberry. That's why they tell you today say Bonaberry na English Cameroon, because Africa be established other side before the Germans who na the claim they come for 1884. Africa be already land for 1844. So I just bring it in for clear una. Say if there is anything that want take we go back to the German, them say now Southern Cameroon forget that authority. No be even them. Where is the capital of Southern Cameroon today? Where it is? It didn't have outside. It exists. German Cameroon capital they exist again. No, it didn't have for Yaoundé. Yaoundé now will be now their capital. Now French Cameroon their capital. Then why una they take we go back for German Cameroon? Una just assume say una don't assimilate we as puppet boy be talk for France. That is the truth. So why I be the talk say La République du Cameroon they still live in the past, and until they accept the present, the future will be dark. Because Ambazonians, they don't move away from they don't move away from 1972 when I conduct a fake referendum. They don't move away from that. Because when they be tell una say make they go back for 1961, una say una no 1 year. So Ambazonians then too, they tell una say this unity Cameroon, they know they. They move away from that unity Cameroon, they establish the state of Ambazonia, and they are moving forward. And if you see, Ambazonia they come back and start tell you about German Cameroon, no. In a start tell you about Southern Cameroon, no. Ambazonia they move now forward. They establish institutions, enforce the laws. Now wait that way means say that they work towards the future, they get vision, that they follow their vision. But you La Republic, you see they stand, you go back on German Cameroon. My brother, the world they involved. That's why you see most political parties them for abroad, for foreign countries. When they want come into power, they go into the cry of the people. They hear with the people they want them. They talk say, okay, now this thing we want to give now. They change their governance system. Because as the world they grow, they change. People they get new ideas, new things that the government to get for the change, for the adapt for the system at where the people they go. You can never take us back to 1972. Get them for your head. It will never happen. Cameroon will never go back to 1972. Yes, they will continue with chaos, because these people of Southern Cameroon don't move past 1972. They cannot go back there. They know what they face there. They cannot even go back to 1961. That is the reality. So una still live on 1972. Una need to accept the reality, because Ambazonians had already accept their reality, say they are not part of this territory, and they are already forging their future. I mean, say that they carve their future, that they carve their way away from una, that they establish their institution, establish organization, establish government, establish military. They are moving. Now una still stand, because una they still go back for German. They know they again. Wait till una be get for do. Now for accept the reality and see as una fit forge a new path. This is wisdom. because as time is go, things they change. You can never go back to that era Maurice came to. It cannot happen. You will not take these people back there. Think on how una go carve a new path, because these people will not go back there. They have proven to you people beyond all reasonable doubt that they are not going back there. Okay, make we enter the speech for the Iranian president. Mo enter his speech before Oka broke the brakata. Serious. Unanye.
Bismillah.
In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Mr. President, Excellencies, I extend my sincere congratulations both on the opening of the 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly and to you, Mr. President, on your well-deserved election. I trust that the crucial themes of this session, peace, sustainable development, and human dignity, will illuminate a bright path for both present and future generations. Last year, the devoted president of my country, Ibrahim Raisi, addressed you from this very podium. He was martyred in the service of the Iranian people. May his soul rest in peace. This is my first time addressing you as the President of the Islamic Republic of Iran, a position I assumed after the Iranian people voted for my central campaign platform of national empathy. This guiding principle is rooted in the command of the Almighty God as set forth in the Holy Quran. According to the teachings of the Quran, mankind was once a nation, so God dispatched prophets as heralds and warners. He sent the books down along with them to bring the truth so as to decide among mankind concerning whatever they had been disagreeing about. However, only those to whom it was given disagreed about it out of envy towards one another after explanations had been brought to them. Imam Ali, peace be upon him, instructed one of his governors to embrace the people with all your heart, show them kindness, and extend your compassion towards them. Never treat those under your command with harshness or violence, for people fall into two categories. They're either your brothers in religion or equals in creation. The mission of all prophets has been to establish and promote truth and justice in society among all people, regardless of color, race, gender, or language. Peace and security in the world will not be achieved unless the rights of all individuals, communities, and nations are upheld with justice and fairness. Let's ask ourselves, are the roots of war and bloodshed we see in today's world anything other than the fact that aggressors have violated the rights of others, overlooked the rights of nations, enforced discrimination and inequality, kept certain groups weak and underdeveloped, and disregarded the rights of individuals? As long as injustice, oppression, greed, poverty, and ignorance prevail in any region, violence and conflict will continue. Unless we confront the root causes of such disorders, we cannot rescue the future of our children from darkness and destruction. Mr. President, I embarked on my electoral campaign with a platform focused on reform, national empathy.
Okay, reason number one why I bring this speech of this very powerful and a leader full of wisdom. Now, because of one message one of my brother be sending for me, say, Big Katika, how you go do congratulate La Republic, say their speech for you and be one of the best speech. As I digest the video, you will understand why I said so. I said so, reason being that La Republic can no struggle for twist words, but it talk things according to the agenda of this United Nations Summit. It no twist nothing. It talk things in relating to the agenda. And which is that agenda as soon as the year as the Iranian president he talk. The agenda na say wait peace, equality, and sustainable development. Now the agenda that and La Republic work on that light. And then La Republic go further for talk say They don't realize that the only way for solve the problem where it go on for their country between them and the Southern Cameroons, now for go back to the root causes as the founding fathers for UN, they be established, and which is that root causes. We'll go back for 11 February 1961, where former British Cameroon, Southern Cameroonians, they be vote for come in union with the Republic of Cameroon, and then they vote their independence for 21st April 1961. After the independence, they shouldn't for Fumba, they decide so they will form a two-state federation, where Aijo himself attests to that for UN and is on record. See, they don't establish a two-state federation, so then UN know of a two-state federation where they don't establish them between the people of the former trusteeship territory of British Southern Cameroon and the Republic of Cameroon. They don't establish a union when are two governments of equal stature. They don't establish them. So, along the line, something don't change. So if La République tell you today, say, they go back to the founding fathers of UN, which they be decide for use and solve their problem, it means that they talk sense. Because they need to go back to the root causes, which cause the problem where they into. So my brother, that is the reason why I say they talk now. The only thing that way they don't talk since when they start UN, where it makes sense, because they acknowledge, say there was an agreement, there was a foundation where this union be built on. People vote voluntarily for join UNA. UNA start violate the people their right. And as a people where UN acknowledge them vote their independence, that same UN barrister them for fight for their right to self-determination and for break away from the state if they not be treated well. So if they accept that they want to go back to the root causes, meaning they don't acknowledge, say, the agreement where they be build the union on, it be shaken. They need to go back and go and revisit the agreement. Going back to our Iranian president, his speech will be full of wisdom and emotions. He target this message, he make a message on two faces. He target one directly for puppet boy Philemon Yang. And also no understands that message be targeted for him particularly. It begin by talk say the security challenges will get them for most of our regions and our countries today. That because violators, they don't violate the rights of some others. Some other communities, they not only violate the rights of the people of some other communities, they also torture them by underdevelopment with ill human treatments. Is that not the case in Southern Cameroon? Did they not violate the rights of the people of Southern Cameroon? They themselves, they agree for Fumban, say not to not get for temper with the two-state federation. Did they respect it in 1972? Did they respect it in 1984? No, it's a simple question we are asking. That is violation. Are these people developing this territory? No. When I return, I said the Iranian president make his speech in two fronts. He addressed one for puppet boy Philemon Yang. He first congratulates him. Then he addressed him for it before he go for the second part. I not bring the second part. I bring that the first part where he concern we. Where the talk say the main problem we will get them today for our communities, for our countries, now because violators, they don't violate the rights of others. They not only violate the rights of others, under development also. And the third puppet boy Philemon Yang say, if they get to go on the theme of this national UN assembly for this year, where he talks say they get for fight for peace, equality, and not to violate human rights and equilibrium development. It means say equal development. If they get to go by that theme, then they need to go back to the root causes of the problem where they don't violate the people their rights. And make una understand, it specify on countries and communities. Una not forget say Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia na a community. A community because they were voted, they get their territorial boundary. So they get right like a nation. They get for respect their national integrity. I mean, say they need to respect their rights. So La Republic don't violate most of those rights, because as soon as hear the Iranian president he talk, say they get for respect the people their right to language. Puppet boy be a talk, no be me a talk. For France, say they don't struggle for assimilate we, but we are too stubborn because of our culture. Now he talk so there was an agenda to actually assimilate we in a violation of our rights. Now he resort to this war. So no matter how La Republic twisting for accused Ambazonians terrorists or whatsoever, they are the perpetrators of the crimes in Southern Cameroon. They generated the war in Southern Cameroon. Just the fact that Biya acknowledge, say they threaten to assimilate we when a violation of this right, as Iranian president they talk, say they violate the people their right to their language, their right to their culture. We know our institution, how they can force French on us. We know our judiciary system, our court, how they enforce their law on us. We know even our administrative arm, when a Southern Cameroon government, how they disable them. We know our language, how they don't rubbish them. So, these are the realities where the tell Philemon Yang for facing. The only way for resolve this problem is to go back to the root causes. Respect the rights of the people. Respect their culture. Respect their dignity, their human dignity. Go back to the root causes. It target that message directly for Philemon Yang. But when I go shock, say after La Republic make that speech for you and say on this 18th September, they don't agree, say they go by the agreement where they sign up for United Nations, say they go respect people their rights and human dignity. That same La Republic be there for ground. They carry Kale for various places for Southern Cameroons. That same La Republic do Cameroon, talk as I talk no fear. That same La Republic do Cameroon, they still shoot gun everywhere. So this Iranian president, he tell them, say, failure to do this, to address this issue, to give these people their rights, these communities, these people, their rights, there is no brighter future. There is no peace. There will be no peace in the world. There will be no peace in your region. There will be no peace in your territory. There will be no peace in your country. I believe that the digest and that they understand. Now, wait till they tell La Republic. So if La Republic of Cameroon, they dream, say go defeat Ambazonia, and say peace go ever return for Cameroon, where the justice, they never give back the justice to the people. As Iranian president, they talk and say, until justice be done, there will be no peace to these communities when I don't violate their rights. When I don't leave them under development. When I don't struggle for torture them. When I don't struggle for assimilate them. Until justice be done. And what is the justice? Restore the state you are trying to assimilate. The state you are trying to colonize. Beside that, my brother Ambazonia stand. No shaking. No shaking. He come on and further enter for inside Israel. Talk about Israel, he attack on Lebanon and Gaza. The call on Israel is to make Israel call for ceasefire so that they will resolve the problem in peace. All we don't hear what happened for Israel, I think it was yesterday, on the 1st of October, where Iran rained rockets on Israel, which caused a lot of havoc for inside Israel. Today, United States will be say stand on Israel for fight. United States, they call on ceasefire. Puppet boy Jongu they hear all these things, but they continue the violence for Southern Cameroons. Honorable we Babite una say, if you join the whole army for France with the West, you will not conquer Southern Cameroon. Because this thing, as I talk, it will remain for history. Every day we're picking the go year and generation after generation they go year and the fight will continue until justice be done for Southern Cameroon. I know they support war, I don't like war. Just like how they tell una, I don't leave Africa, come diaspora because I had nothing doing, I was frustrated. No. Before I leave Cameroon, come diaspora, I had an investment. Investment worth millions. I had a house, I had a farm, I had a fish pond. When La Republica take me for my fish pond for go shoot and kill and without any exhibit, that's violation of human rights. That's why you see I keep fighting La Republic, because I need where I can come home so that I establish myself. Now then they say may youths empower themselves, but no matter how we struggle for empower ourselves, they can't loot our businesses, destroy our businesses. Just check the cost. I had 3 ponds. Check the cost for dig 1 pond, stock them. Feed the fish to maturity. You come for Kashmir, run out of there, the thief other fish. You know they lost. You know the size of one of my fish pond. You know how much I lost. So you expect that I will be happy with that kind of government where justice never be done. We need where we can call home. We have brain to develop, to establish. I hear some of my brother the cattle say now, not be only fish pond. Check the land. When I tell you, before I leave Cameroon, I was not a poor man. Check only the land where I put the fish pond there. It's over a hectare of land, and you know they're inside bush. They inside town. Play and make my fish pond to main road where the Kankumba. That's just some few kilometers. Moto the pass on main road, I stand for my fish pond this year. From Carrefour and Njenku to my fish pond, na stone throw. So my land actually they inside town. I get a vast land where I feel make fish pond, I feel do farming, I feel do many things. But look at me in diaspora, working slave for white man. The other day, one white man just stand and look me. I think that guy in Asian from, I think, Pakistan or India like that. Or one of these Asian countries. He look me at the work, he look me. He said, my brother, how are you? I say, fine. He shake his head, he said, don't bother. It will be well. Without knowing my situation, that he just look my appearance. He look me. Then he look what you are doing. He said, this person don't deserve this. Without even knowing me. He said, this person don't deserve what he's doing. He just feel pity. Now the state that our government don't put many of our brain. I always thought, say, put me for any place I could survive. Because I know which I carry for my head. I feel develop myself for any place. Put me in all kind of condition, I could survive. I could make way for generate income. Then what am I doing in diaspora when my country is desperately rich? Why? Insecurity. I cannot be there. Even if you try to establish the system where BIA don't put them in place, they go come harass you. Either they extract, use some of money from you, or loot the thing where you do them, or chase you away from there, they destroy them. That is the situation. How we go run away from this? Only when we get our state back. Because we know when we get our Southern Cameroon, how people have the right to establish themselves. But in La Republic of Cameroon, you cannot establish yourself because they will give you high tax. They will implicate you, loot money from, extract money from you, loot. I tell you the other time I carry my fish at the camp for Caputam, how they delay me, my fish they die, how much they charge me, 50,000 for bribe, for go buy fish of Victoria, carry and go for Ikono Titi, go put them for my pond. That is the country we are talking about. This is the country we are running away from. But idiots, they go be for social media, they tell you, say, Ambazonia, when I don't celebrate Independence Day, when I don't get the independence. This lunatic, this girl, when I not even need to pay attention to this girl because people like these ones, they are living in the past. They never understand, say, we don't move on. Ambazonian don't move on. So if you go follow this kind of girl, I know they reply this kind of people again. As I be already educate the people, make them know we be. I feel educate people once about you, like Shima and Fabiano. Where they hook up today, they talk say, next year our soldiers they no celebrate with civilians. We will address that one. We know where they go. So, beloved Southern Cameroonians, we don't talk a lot. La République. Just like how America today don't call for ceasefire for Israel. Because at first Israel be say they win the war, America be stand with it. When they call for ceasefire, America keep quiet. Today when they don't start rain rocket for Israel, where Israel if air defense system no fit for stop the rockets. They say danger is in the air. Iraq the attack. Lebanon the attack. Gaza, Palestinians the attack. Now 3 front already. What if another Syria enter? I talked already today. So they don't see and say, and now as information on the meter, we put in say it to go Puhan. So there is danger. They need to call for ceasefire. Just like I tell La Republic of Cameroon, you feel say you don't sign treaty with Russia, with many countries, when I don't sign military alliance. But I go remind you, say most of these countries, the way that they attack others today, they sign military alliance. They get many treaties where they sign not to attack each other. Even NATO today, where they fight with Russia in pretext of Ukraine, they get treaties where they sign them. Don't be deceived. The longer time this war they go, one European country or European nations, they go slide in. They go take advantage of this crisis. I don't give you 24 months. Say begin to observe from now to 24 months. If you are not careful, one big nation go pick interest to this crisis. And it will not be good for your country, La République du Cameroon. I rest my case. The talk say, waka fine for money time so that before sun was hot, you don't already reach where you go. When Southern Cameroonians they asked for two-state federation, this thing would have ended long ago. When I catch them, detain them. Today, we see where we find ourselves. Bikatika the sign out. Mba is Swanganda, the territorial warrior of Boni.